Michael Jackson, the king of pop, a man who redefined music, dance, and fashion. A man who created ripples in the music industry with his distinctive sound and style. His life was a tapestry of highs and lows, a narrative of unparalleled success, and a saga of trials that often threatened to overshadow his triumphs. His radiant career was marked by spectacular concerts that have left an indelible mark in the hearts of millions of fans worldwide. Fueling his stardom was an innate talent, an infectious charisma, and an unyielding drive to leave an indelible imprint on every stage he embraced. Born in Gary, Indiana, Jackson was the eighth of 10 children in a working-class African-American family. His musical journey began at home, inspired by his family, particularly his talented siblings. He rose to stardom as the youngest member of the Jackson 5, where he showcased his singing and dancing prowess, captivating audiences with his high-pitched voice and energetic name, became synonymous with groundbreaking music videos and electrifying stage performances. His impact on music, dance, and fashion ascended him to a legendary status, earning him the label King of Pop. His career was also marked by controversies, legal troubles, and personal struggles, exposing the world to the tumultuous side of stardom. His life became a whirlwind of headlines, speculation, and judgment, painting a picture far removed from the glitz and glamour of his professional facade. But even amidst the din and chaos, his music remained a beacon of hope and joy to his fans, transcending barriers and inspiring generations. His legacy continues to echo in the music industry, his influence evident in the works of countless artists who have followed in his footsteps. A journey that started with a bang, but even the brightest stars have their dark corners. In 1979, during a regular workday, something extraordinary happened. Michael Jackson, the international superstar, was filming a commercial for the globally acclaimed beverage brand, Pepsi. All was going well at first, with Jackson, as ever, captivating the crew and viewers with his mesmerizing talent. The crew had created a visually stunning set, replete with flashing lights and pyrotechnics to match the superstar's dynamic energy. However, amidst the extravagance of the production, disaster struck. A pyrotechnic accident occurred, an unexpected, shocking event. This mishap left Jackson with severe second-degree burns on his scalp. The physical pain was immediate and excruciating, but the emotional and psychological toll was far greater. This unfortunate incident was a turning point in Jackson's life, marking the beginning of a personal struggle that he'd carry with him for years. As a result of the intense pain caused by the burns, he was prescribed painkillers. This started a vicious cycle of dependency and addiction. It was a battle he fought privately, away from the spotlight that usually illuminated his life. He began to rely on these painkillers to get through the day, a reliance that soon turned into an addiction. This incident led him to develop an addiction to painkillers, a struggle that would persist throughout his life. Then, in the early 90s, Jackson's world was shaken to its core by the first of several child sexual abuse allegations. This episode was a jarring shift from the previous decade of his career, a time when his music was at the zenith, setting records and transforming the landscape of pop culture. His persona, once elevated to the status of a global icon, was now under serious scrutiny. The allegations came as a shockwave, not only to Jackson himself, but also to his millions of fans around the world, who found it hard to reconcile with the image of their idol. The media, with its relentless gaze, didn't hold back in its reporting, further magnifying the impact of these allegations. His music, once a source of joy and inspiration to many, was now seen under a different, darker light. The case was eventually settled out of court in 1994, yet the trial in the court of public opinion was far from over. The headlines of the case continued long after the actual proceedings, casting a lingering shadow over his glittering career. Public sentiment was mixed, with some fans standing by their idol, while others turned their backs, unable to digest the allegations against him. Despite the settlement, Jackson's future was fraught with uncertainty. His career, once marked by an upward trajectory, now seemed to be in a freefall. The court settlement, while providing a temporary respite, did little to quell the raging storm. There was no denying that the damage to his reputation was considerable. The late 90s and early 2000s saw Jackson's life take another turn for the worse. This was a period marked by turmoil and controversy. Jackson, once the undisputed king of pop, saw his star wane as the glamour and glitz of the entertainment world gave way to a more somber reality. The world was beginning to witness a different side of Jackson, one that was far removed from his public persona. In the heart of this tumultuous period, in 2003, came an event that would further rock his world. The release of a damning documentary that plunged the music icon into a new round of controversy. This documentary, provocatively titled Living with Michael Jackson, laid bare a side of Jackson that his fans and the general public had never seen before. The documentary was an intimate look into the life of the enigmatic superstar, capturing scenes from his everyday life and interviews where he shared his thoughts and feelings. It was designed to be a candid peek into his world, but it ended up revealing more than what was intended. Its release led to a public outcry and a new wave of allegations. The documentary not only shook Jackson's life but also sent shockwaves through the entertainment industry that still reverberate today. And then, in 2005, Jackson faced another trial. This trial was different from the ones he had faced before. It wasn't merely a legal battle, it was a battle against public opinion, a battle against the shifting sands of fame, and a battle against a new round of gut-wrenching child molestation allegations. The spotlight was once again thrust upon him, prompting a relentless media frenzy that swept across the nation like a hurricane. This trial was his worst nightmare brought to life. Fresh allegations of child molestation were brought forward, each one more unnerving than the last. The collective gasp of the public was almost palpable. The world watched, breath held in anticipation, as the King of Pop was put under the microscope once more. The courtroom, a cold and unforgiving place, became Jackson's second home. Lawyers and prosecutors became the characters in this unwelcome drama of his life. This was not a performance, this was his reality. Despite everything, when the final gavel came down, he was acquitted on all counts. Nevertheless, the trial had left its mark. It had taken a significant toll on his health, drained his energy, and scarred his public image. Yet he endured, rising from the ashes like a phoenix. This time he was acquitted on all counts, but the trial took a significant toll on his health and public image. In 2009, just as he was preparing for a comeback tour, Jackson died of acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication. It was a year full of anticipation and excitement, as Jackson was poised to return to the stage with renewed vigor and passion, ready to reignite his career and show the world that he still had what it took to captivate audiences. News of his impending comeback tour had been met with a flurry of enthusiastic responses from fans and critics alike, who were eager to witness the triumphant return of the King of Pop. With the tour dates announced and the tickets sold out in record time, it seemed like nothing could put a damper on Jackson's comeback. However, as the tour dates drew nearer, there were rumors and reports of Jackson's deteriorating health. He was rumored to be suffering from severe insomnia and was under immense pressure to deliver a performance that lived up to his legendary status. The strain was evident, but nobody expected the tragedy that was about to unfold. In the midst of this whirlwind, Jackson's untimely death due to acute propofol and benzodiazepine intoxication sent shockwaves through the music industry. It was a shocking and heartbreaking blow, not just to his legions of fans around the world, but also to the music industry that he had revolutionized with his unique style and talent. His death came as a shocking end to a career marked by extreme highs and lows. From his early days as a child prodigy to his reign as the King of Pop, Jackson's life was a roller coaster ride of triumphs and tribulations, marked by extraordinary success and marred by controversy. To summarize, Michael Jackson's career was a roller coaster of immense success, punctuated by devastating low points. Jackson's talent was undeniable, having gifted us with hits like Thriller and Bad. Nevertheless, his career was not without controversy. Among them stands the unfortunate accident during the Pepsi commercial shoot. This incident marked the beginning of Jackson's physical decline. Further tarnishing his image were the numerous allegations of child abuse that followed. These claims haunted Jackson for the better part of his career, casting a long dark shadow over his life and work. Adding to the turmoil, the release of a controversial documentary sparked additional public outcry. The backlash, Jackson continued to make music, his resilience emblematic of his strong character. His death, untimely and shrouded in mystery, only added to the tragedy of his life. Yet despite the challenges he faced, Michael Jackson's legacy has endured. His profound impact on music, dance, and pop culture remains unmatched, a testament to his extraordinary talent and enduring popularity.